The next concept in this friction, very important concept, last concept in this friction, which is called block on block system. Okay, ma? Block on block system. So there are 3 block systems also which we don't study this year related to advanced examination. We will study up to 2 block systems. Clear, ma? So consider this is a body of mass capital M and this is a body of mass small m. So in between small m and ground there is no friction, let us consider, but in between small m and capital M there is some friction, and that friction is called mu. Okay, ma? Now the question is, what is the maximum force I can apply on small m such that both bodies move as a single system. Okay, ma'am? This is the question. Understood, no? So what is the maximum force I can apply on small m, capital M, such that capital M and small m, they move like a single body. It means that small m should not slide on capital. Sliding should not be there. Both they will be moving like a single body. Sliding should be absent. Clear, number? Then in that condition, what is the maximum force I can apply on capital M? That is the condition. Okay. So a bit complicated analysis, no? You have to listen very, very, very carefully. Once you understand that it is very easy to solve, then you will understand the nature of friction also. You will understand why friction is so beautiful, why it is very important in nature. Clear? See, ma'am. So question understandable, no? I have to apply force on capital M. Then small m and capital M both should move like a single body. It means small m should not slide on capital M. Okay, now let us see, ma'am. We are applying force on which body? Capital M. So this will move. Then why small m is moving? I am applying force on a capital M, no? Only capital M should move. Why small m is moving? దాని పైన ఉంటే మూవ్ అవుతుందా? 10 kg తలకాయ ఊపేయకూడదు, ఆన్సర్ కూడా చెప్పాలి. We are applying force on capital M, no? Why small m is moving? That is my question. Yes, Sima. Small m is moving because somebody is applying force on small m. That's the condition. Previously system was in rest position. We have applied force on capital M. Why small m is moving? Small m should have been moving because somebody is applying force on small m. Who is that force? Who is that force? Friction. Friction is the force. Are you able to understand, ma? So small m moves because of what? Because of friction. Okay, ma? Let us see how friction is responsible for motion of this body. If I draw the free body diagram of capital M, are you able to understand, ma? This is the applied force, and there is a friction between small m and capital M, no, ma? This friction opposes the motion of capital M, because first of all capital M is trying to move, no? So friction between small m and capital M opposes the motion of, or opposes the relative motion between small m and capital M. So therefore on capital M, friction will be acting in this direction. It is opposing the relative motion between small m and capital M. So on capital M, friction will act in this direction. Are you able to understand? Okay. Now if you take the direction of friction on small m, or if you draw the free body diagram of small m, first of all, see, ma'am, so friction is also always equal and opposite. What is the nature of friction? It is also always equal and opposite, just like tension. Tension is always equal and opposite at the two ends of the rope, no? Friction is also equal and opposite. Clear, now? So this friction is opposing the motion of capital M. Same friction is responsible for moving small m. Are you able to understand? Here friction is responsible for opposing the motion. Same friction is responsible for movement of a small m. Are you able to understand? Clear? And we are taking which kind of force? Maximum force. It means if I apply greater than this force, what will happen? Bodies will slide. If I apply for force of greater than F max, Small m will slip on capital M. It means that the maximum friction which I can take is limiting friction only. No? Maximum friction which I can take is limiting friction. Beyond this, friction cannot develop. So force also I should not apply such that after FL is developed, I should not increase the force. Because after FL is developed, still if I apply the force, then bodies will slide on each other. Are you able to understand? I have to apply small force first of all, then body starts sliding. Increase the force, FL increases. F increases. Further increase the force, again F increases. Increase the force up to which level? Up to you will find FL. Now if you apply force greater than FL, friction cannot develop greater than FL, no? So bodies will slide on each other. Are you able to understand now? Okay. Now here what we are studying up to here, we are applying force on capital M. Capital M will try to slide. But there is friction between small m and capital M. That friction will oppose the motion of capital M below small m. It means it is trying to oppose the relative motion. Same friction what it is doing, same friction is responsible for moving the small m body. Are you able to understand? Okay. Now one more point. So one more point which I can discuss is Sima. So applied force or external force we are applying on capital M. And is there any limit for this F external? Is there any limit for F external? There is no limit. You can apply any amount of force, 2 Newton, 10 Newton, 1000 Newton, 10,000 Newton, any force you can apply. So therefore I say F external is unlimited. The external force which you apply, it is always unlimited. You can apply any amount of force. But what about FL? Limiting friction, is it unlimited? Limiting friction is always limited. Beyond that you cannot increase the FL value. So therefore what I say, FL is limited. FL is limited. Beyond a certain value you cannot increase FL. Okay, ma? Now who is responsible for moving small m? FL is responsible. And FL is limited. So FL produces limiting acceleration only. No? F external can produce unlimited acceleration because the force is unlimited. Are you able to understand? But who is producing motion? Who is producing acceleration in small m? FL. FL is limited. So acceleration produced by FL is also limited. Are you able to understand? So therefore what I write? Because FL is limited, acceleration produced by FL is also limited. Okay, ma? So first of all, let us calculate FL can produce how much acceleration. FL can produce how much acceleration. First of all, let us calculate that. Clear, ma? Where shall I write? I will write here. Clear, ma? Let us draw the free body diagram. See, this is the free body diagram of small m. Can you say how many forces are acting on small m? Chapal Twarga? 3. What are they? First of all, it's weight to small mg. Small mg will fall on which body? Capital. What capital M will do? Capital M will give a reaction, normal reaction. Still any other force? Another force is FL, limiting friction. Clear, no? N value is how much? N value is also small mg. Clear, no? What is the formula for FL? Mu s into M. Mu value how much he gave? Mu only he gave. Normal reaction is how much? Mu. In between small m and capital M there is friction. So mu, normal reaction is how much? Small mg. That's all, no? So FL is equals to mu into small mg, and this one I can call it as net force also. Net force is also mass into acceleration. Can I write like this? Ila rayachcha rayalama cheppandi. I have calculated FL and I am saying that FL is the net force also. How can you say? Because on this small m, this is the only force which is acting. No? ఈ తప్ప ఇంకా వేరే ఫోర్సెస్ ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయా? ఉన్నాయి. ఈ రెండు పనికిమాలిన ఫోర్సెస్ అనమాట. దే విల్ గెట్ క్యాన్సల్డ్ విత్ ఈచ్ అదర్. దే ఆర్ నాట్ యూస్ఫుల్. దే డజంట్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ ఎనీ యాక్సిలరేషన్. ఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ మా? విచ్ ఈస్ ద ఫోర్స్ విచ్ ఈస్ ప్రొడ్యూసింగ్ యాక్సిలరేషన్? FL. So FL is the net force. Net force formula? Mass into acceleration. So how much acceleration is produced in this small m? A is equals to mu mg divided by m. So m gets cancelled. So mu into g. So this is the acceleration which can be produced in small m. And this is what kind of acceleration? This is the maximum acceleration. Why I am saying this is the maximum acceleration? Because beyond this acceleration, I cannot produce the acceleration. Why? Because if acceleration should increase, net force should be greater, no? If acceleration should be greater, force should be greater. Who is responsible for moving small m? Limiting friction. And limiting friction is limited, no? Limiting friction is limited. So acceleration is also limited. And this is the maximum acceleration I can produce in small. Are you able to understand? Okay. Now the question is, capital M should move with how much acceleration? Capital M also should move with same acceleration. Then only both bodies will travel like a single body. Otherwise, one body will slip on another body. నేను ఎంతైనా ఫోర్స్ అప్లై చేయగలను కదా అని చేసినారు అనుకోండి, ఇదేమో వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. బట్ స్మాల్ ఎమ్ అంత యాక్సిలరేషన్తో వెళ్ళలేదు కదా. యాక్సిలరేషన్ ఆఫ్ స్మాల్ ఎమ్ ఈస్ ఆల్వేస్ లిమిటెడ్. ఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ మా? సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద కండిషన్ ఫర్ బోత్ బాడీస్ టు ట్రావెల్ లైక్ ఎ సింగిల్ బాడీ? Both should have same acceleration. Both the bodies should have same acceleration. Otherwise, one body will slip on another body. And which acceleration I have to take? I have to take that acceleration which is produced by friction. I have to take that acceleration which is produced by friction. Because friction is limited. External force is unlimited. Are you able to understand? So therefore, what I have to take? So therefore, capital M also should move with how much acceleration, ma? With acceleration of small m, such that both bodies does not slip. So that is my answer. Okay. Now calculation, I can do the calculation very easily, no ma? So it means now both of them, they are behaving like a single body, no? So now I can say I can take this set as a single body, capital M plus small m. Why I am taking capital M plus small m? Because they should not slip, no? They should not slip on each other. It means they are behaving like a single body. And what is the force you have to apply? This is the only net force, no? Weight and normal reaction are there, they will get cancelled with each other. So therefore F max is how much? This is the net force. Net force formula, mass into acceleration. How much acceleration they should move? They should move with an acceleration of small m. What is the acceleration of small m? Mu into g. So m mu g. So therefore net force is how much, ma? Or maximum force is how much? Mu mg. Sorry, mu. Total mass is how much here? Total mass is m plus m, no ma? So m plus m into acceleration. Acceleration is how much? Let it be a. So therefore F max is equals to m plus m into a. A value is a value. Mu into g. So this is my answer. Okay, ma? So if this maximum force, if I can apply, then one body will not slip on another body and both body will move like a single body. Okay, ma? But if I apply a force greater than this force, smaller body will slip on capital body, capital U. What is the reason? Because if I apply greater force can be greater, but friction cannot increase greater than this value, no? So friction cannot support small. Are you able to understand now? That's it. Okay. So consider there are two friends, Ashish and Akash. Akash father is a karodpati. 10 కోట్లు ఉన్నాయి ఆయన దగ్గర అనుకుందాం. ఆశిష్ ఫాదరు బస్ స్టాండ్లో చిప్పలు ఏరుకుండేవాడు అనుకుందాం. ఊరికి ఫీల్ అవుద్దా? ఎవరికి చెప్తా ఉన్నారు? ఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ మా? బట్ బోత్ పేరెంట్స్ ఆర్ వెరీ గుడ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్. ఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్? అండ్ బోత్ ద పేరెంట్స్ వాంట్ దేర్ చిల్డ్రన్ టు ట్రావెల్ ఇన్ ద సేమ్ సెకండ్ క్లాస్ ఆఫ్ ద ట్రైన్. ఇద్దరిని ఒకే సెకండ్ క్లాస్లో ట్రావెల్ చేయాలనుకున్నారు అనుకోండి. ఆకాష్ వాళ్ళ ఫాదర్ ఎంత డబ్బైనా ఇస్తాడు, హీ కెన్ గివ్ ఎనీ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ మనీ. బట్ ఆశిష్ ఫాదర్ కెన్ గివ్ ఓన్లీ 1000 rupees. But for both of them to travel in the same train, what Akash father should do? He should also give only 1000 rupees only. Then మర్యాదగా ఇద్దరు ఒకే ట్రైన్లో ఒకే కంపార్ట్మెంట్లో ట్రావెల్ చేస్తారు. Able to understand ma? So acceleration of which body I have to take? Acceleration of that body which is produced by friction, because friction is limited. Take that acceleration, apply for both the bodies. Then both of them, they will travel like a single body. Have you understood ma? Now I will do some changes in this question that you are supposed to solve. ఇప్పుడు నేను కొన్ని మార్పులు చేర్పులు చేస్తాను, అది మీరు చేయాలి. క్లియర్ నో? సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద నోట్ పాయింట్ హియర్? ఐ హ్యావ్ టు రైట్. నోట్ పాయింట్ ఈస్ దట్ okay ma? So write down the note point. So note point is that we have to take that acceleration, we have to take that acceleration which is produced by friction, and apply same acceleration for both bodies. This is the logic of solving block on block system. Okay, ma'am? So total discussion is based on this statement which we have written. అర్థమవుతుంది కదా? That's it. So make a note of it and try to do the calculation. Now force is applied on which body? Force is applied on small m. Small m can have any acceleration, no? Small m can have any acceleration because external force can be unlimited. ఎంతైనా force మీరు apply చేయొచ్చు. But why capital M is moving, ma'am? Capital M is moving only because of friction. And friction is limited. So acceleration is also limited. Find out the acceleration of capital M. Apply same acceleration on both the bodies. That's my answer. Are you able to understand? Now let us draw the free body diagram of small m. Okay, ma'am? Its own weight small mg is acting on capital M, no? Then capital M will give a normal reaction. So we are applying force in this direction. So body will try to slide in this direction. Then limiting friction starts acting in opposite direction. So we are taking F max, no? It means friction shall already reached the maximum value, which is called FL. Are you able to understand? No? Okay. Now what FL is doing? FL is trying to oppose the motion of small m, no? Motion of friction is always the same. It always tries to oppose relative motion between two bodies. Previously capital M was trying to move, no? So on that friction was opposing. Now small m is trying to move, no? Now friction is opposing small m. Are you able to understand? So therefore, now if you draw the free body diagram of capital M, okay, ma'am? Now same FL is responsible for producing acceleration in capital. Here friction direction is in this direction. Same friction is accelerating capital M, no? Because already we said that friction is equal and opposite, no? On small m it is in one direction. On capital M it is in opposite direction. Fine? Okay. Now FL value how can I calculate? Mu s into n. Okay. FL is because of this body. So take the normal reaction of this body. So mu s value, mu only. Normal reaction is how much? Small mg. So small mg. Clear now? Clear? So therefore here this body is accelerating only because of FL. No? FL becomes the net force. Net force formula, mass into acceleration. But this is capital M, no? Capital M into acceleration. Now, here this one is 0. That acceleration we are not taking, no? On capital M, which is the only force which is acting. Only force is friction between small m and capital M. There is no friction between capital M and ground. Akkada force adu ledu kada. Are you able to understand? On this small m, the only force acting is a friction in between capital M and small m. And that is the force which is responsible for acceleration. Because that is the net force, only force. Net force mass into acceleration. Mass of this body, capital M. Acceleration is how much? I don't know. Are you able to understand? Okay. But limiting friction is how much? Mu into small mg. Substitute. So mu into small mg is equal to mass into acceleration. So therefore what is the acceleration produced? A is equals to mu small mg divided by capital M. This is the condition. Okay. And what is this acceleration? A is equals to A max on which body? On capital M. This is equals to mu small mg divided by capital M. Are you able to understand? No? This is the maximum acceleration that can be produced on capital M. More than this acceleration you cannot produce. Why more than this acceleration you cannot produce? Because acceleration is produced by friction. Friction is always very small, limited. So acceleration is also limited. Are you able to understand? Out of small m and capital M, which one is moving because of friction? Capital M is moving because of friction. So find out acceleration produced by friction. Understood? No? Now you take the same acceleration, now you apply on both bodies. Are you able to understand? No? Now both of them they should move with same acceleration, no? Otherwise bodies will slip on each other. Now you take the total system of small m plus capital M. What is the acceleration with which they can move? So mu small mg divided by capital M. So this is the F max. So F max produces net force. net force is equal to mass into acceleration, capital M plus small m multiplied by A. So therefore, what is the maximum force I can apply? M plus m multiplied by acceleration. Acceleration is mu small mg divided by capital M. So this is my answer. Very simple. Understood, no?